Hello again, Year 10 Science team. Today I'm going to teach you about alleles and how traits are passed on from parents to their offspring. What you can see in front of you is a karyotype. So there are 23 pairs of chromosomes there. This is a human karyotype. Pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, so on. It's arranged from the longest to the shortest, the 22nd pair. The 23rd pair here are the sex chromosomes, and there are 2 X chromosomes here. So this is a female karyotype. A male karyotype would have 1 X and 1 Y. In each pair, 1 chromosome has been inherited from your father, and 1 chromosome has been inherited from the mother. So on those chromosomes, they would have genes corresponding for the same protein. So this version of a gene might code for protein A, and this version of gene might also code for protein A. And that might code for 1 trait. So for example, there may be a gene here that codes for cystic fibrosis, and there'll be 1 version of that gene from your father and another version of that gene from your mother. Scientists have studied these chromosomes, and they know the locations of each genes and where they are and which chromosome that they are on. So when you study your genetic conditions, you can find out which chromosome it's found on and exactly where it's located. This is called its locus. I'm going to use the example of Huntington's disease now to teach you about dominant and recessive alleles. We use a capital letter to represent a dominant allele, and we use a lowercase letter to represent a recessive allele. When we combine these 2 alleles, we have 4 possible combinations: uppercase, 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 lowercase, lowercase, uppercase, or lowercase, lowercase. In this example here, the gene or the allele that is affected is the uppercase allele, and that will result in Huntington's disease. So these 3 here that has an uppercase D, that will result in Huntington's disease. The combination that will not result in Huntington's disease is the lowercase, lowercase. Now here's another example of cystic fibrosis, which is a recessive disorder. You'll see here that they've used the term carrier. That means that both of the parents have a dominant allele and a recessive allele that carries the cystic fibrosis. So a dominant and a recessive. So carrier means that they are unaffected, they do not have cystic fibrosis, but they carry the recessive gene and can pass that on to their children. So here are the 4 combinations, possible combinations for their offspring. They could both pass down their dominant gene, and the dominant one masks the recessive one. So that's why these guys are healthy, even though they have the recessive allele. So dominant, dominant, completely healthy, unaffected offspring. Dominant, recessive, carrier, but healthy. Carrier, but healthy. 50% chance of being a carrier, but still healthy. And then a 25% chance of inheriting both of the recessive genes, and therefore they are affected and have cystic fibrosis. Lastly, to calculate these percentages, we use something called a Punnett square. So round seeds here for pea seeds could have big R, big R. We call that homozygous because they have both dominant, both the same, or heterozygous, one dominant, one recessive. But both of those end up with round seeds because they have the dominant round gene, which masks the recessive wrinkled gene. The only combination to get a wrinkled pea seed would be little r, lowercase, lowercase. Okay, so if you get two round pea seeds and you combine them together, they are both heterozygous, so they have a dominant and a recessive, a dominant and a recessive. We then get the four possible combinations. So in this box here, we combine this one and this one. In this box here, we combine this one and this one. In this box here, we combine this one and this one. And in this box here, we combine this one and this one. So this one might be the mother or this one might be the father. It doesn't matter which side you put them. We just get the four possible combinations. So we can see that there is 25% chance that it would be a purebred round seed, 50% chance that it would be round but carrying that recessive gene, and 25% chance of it being a wrinkled seed. Lots of language in the in this video today. Rewatch it, look at my face over and over again, and good luck with your tasks. Cheers.